Good evening, folks, and welcome to Cyclone Basketball here on TSSR Live, presented by MDH. We have the Illini West Chargers coming in here to Scioto to take on the Cyclones here tonight. A few fans in the stands here as we get ready for basketball action. And, folks, this should be a pretty good matchup. Both teams long and athletic, and have had kind of ups and downs on the seasons here so far. The Cyclones, of course, coached by Greg Duncan, helped out by Ian Conkling. And the Illini West Chargers are coached by Justin Ellison, Tim Lafferty, and Matt Zeringer are the assistant coaches for the Chargers. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes and Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital carrying. The Cyclones in the home white uniforms, black numerals trimmed in silver, WP on the side of the uniforms. For the Chargers in the road navy with the orange numerals trimmed in white here this evening. Now, it will be 8-minute quarters in the girls' games. We have been doing the 7-minute quarters. Starting tonight for the Chargers, Nolan Dietrich, Jarek Lemaire, joined out there by Gannon Bergman and Drake Mudd. For the Cyclones, starting for them, Jensen Laughlin, Denver Mitchell, also Mason Moore, Ashton Barkley, and also Carter Powell. Dribbles up, they're going to bring it out for on the outside for Lemaire. He'll wing it cross court, and the shot on the way by Dietrich, no good. Rebound skied high for put up and in by Bergman for the first 2 points of the ball game. A rebound and a basket, 2-0 lead here for Illini West, as back will come Denver Mitchell, dribbling down to the far side, loops it in the lane, and that one tapped out of bounds by Aiden Moore. Mitchell ready to trigger inbounds underneath the far side of the free throw lane. Box offensive set. And the inbounds comes to Barkley. Barkley going to switch it up quickly out to Laughlin. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell looking to work on the far side. Looks at Powell out top. No dribbling. Kind of coming down the far side. Thought about putting it up to Powell. Swings it around out top. And they work it down to Mitchell. Mitchell going to pop up the near side. Jay, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Drake Mudd. Up in the lane. Shot no good, as Nolan Dietrich couldn't get it to go, and the Cyclones will come out of there with it. 2-0 lead here for West Prairie, or for Illini West, rather. As Powell has it taken away, Bergman going to run it up the floor, dribbling in the lane, puts it up, and lays it in. His fourth point of this first quarter, 4-0 lead for Illini West, 6:45, clock rolling in this first quarter. Barkley out to Moore. Moore puts it on the deck a couple times, looking at a low double stack set. They want to load Powell in the lane, but can't. As Laughlin gets it out to Mitchell, he'll put up a three, ring it up for Denver Mitchell. 4-3, 1 point lead, Illini West, 6:25 in the first quarter. As they'll work it up, Dietrich going to come on the outside to Moore. Moore down in the corner for Mudd. Swings it over to Lemaire, all the way working back and forth across that baseline, cutting through. Mudd up top. Holds, looking in at Bergman. Nope. Back out. Three is on the way. That one partially tipped, and the rebound secured by Barkley. He'll pull it out of there and make it a 4-3 lead here for Illini West. Under 6 minutes we go. Man-on-man put on by Illini West. Powell with it. Going to try to dribble on Bergman. Nearly lost it. Needs a little help. Out to Moore. Gets past Mudd. Down in the corner to Barkley. Three on the way. Long. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Powell. Bergman going to give the foul. Carter Powell with the offensive rebound, and he'll step up to the free throw line to shoot two. As that'll be Bergman's first, team first. And up the free throw line will be Carter Powell. He'll shoot two. And the official making sure things stay clean inside the lane. First one, a little bit hard, no good. Second one, no good as well. Rebound up, and it's Mudd up top for it. He'll push it up the court, dribbles, lobs down low, and the shot all the way and good by Aiden Moore. That is his first. 6-3 lead here for the Chargers. Mitchell looking to work on the near baseline. Spins it out. Laughlin takes a look to Powell. Powell has Barkley in the lane. Spins away from trouble. Tried to throw it and sent it outside. Turnover on the Cyclones. Back will come the Chargers. Out to Dietrich. Dietrich lob it up the three. No good. Rebound chased in the corner. Mitchell will snare it down. 6-3 lead here still as Laughlin looks the three. Says, I'll take that. Rebound by Gannon Bergman. Bergman puts it down. 6-3 lead. Illini West. Lemaire, they tried to throw it and threw it away. Back with it comes Mitchell, looking to drive in the lane. Puts it up and puts it in. His 5th point of this first quarter. 6-5 lead now. And the familiar Tim Lafferty call out. Jarek Lemaire in the corner to Mudd. Holds, looks, swings it up to Dietrich. Dietrich back to Bergman. He'll put up a three in the corner. It is long. The rebound, though, pulled down by Lemaire. And back out, they'll work it. Down in the corner, this one, Mudd on the way. Short rebound, Mitchell down with it. That is his 3rd already. And it's a 6-5 lead for Illini West. Shot up by Mitchell, no good. Got his own rebound. Going to kick it over for Powell. He'll put up shot, no good. And Bergman scoops up another one. They throw it away up the court. A turnover on the Chargers. As Mitchell will pop the three, no good. Rebound tipped by Moore into the hands of Laughlin, who puts it up and puts it in. Nice job underneath there and puts the Cyclones in the lead 7-6 for the first time here in the ballgame with 3:50 left in this first quarter. Lemaire works on the outside. Dietrich wide open three, no good. Rebound snapped up by Barkley. 7-6 lead Cyclones, 3.5 mark of the first quarter. They had more open for a minute. Now give to Mitchell. He'll look to drive, pulls it out. Works to Laughlin. They'll set up offense. Now takes the far side of the lane, dumps down for Powell. He'll fake to Mitchell. Open three for him is good. Knocks the three home. 8 in the first quarter for Denver Mitchell. 10-6. The lead is now 4. And we count down to 3 minutes left to go here first quarter. Holding it is Lemaire out to Dietrich. Dietrich out for Aiden Moore. Brings it down for Lemaire. Spinning in the lane is Mudd. Shot is good with the kiss. Puts it in off the glass. Makes it 10-8. 2-point advantage now for the Cyclones as Mitchell dribbles it up. Powell going to look in at Barkley. Posting up in the lane. His shot fade away, no good. Moore had a hand at it. And now they'll work it up to Bergman. The big man on the drive. He'll say, I'll take that 15-footer, and the spherical atmosphere impedance test, otherwise known as the air ball, will bring it back over to the Cyclones. We got a timeout here on the floor. You're listening to TSSR Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helped me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And we are back here. First night. First night jitters. Ethan, good-looking run by the Cyclones here so far.
Yeah, Denver Mitchell's doing a good job of getting some putback layups and some open fast breaks, and a nice three there, too.
And camera being a little bit cranky, so bear with us here just a moment as we get it back going. There we go. Has a loose cord, I believe. As inbounds will come from Dietrich, nearly fell over, and now into the ball game for the Chargers, Colby Robertson. They work it back to Dietrich, sorry. Puts it on the way. Now here comes Xavier Hilton in the game for the Cyclones. Out on the outside, 3 on the way by the Cyclones. Cole Cordell missed it, and we've got a foul whistled on the Cyclones. We whistled on Hilton. That is his first, team first. As Robertson works it now. Out to Mudd. Mudd working it over for Dietrich. Dietrich going to bring it out as he'll work it to Lemaire. Down in the corner to Mudd. Mudd putting it on the way. Free three-pointers, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Laughlin. Laughlin dribbles it. As Laughlin and Lane kicks it over to Moore. Moore puts it on the way. Yes! And it counts. Sorry, we're audio only for the time being. And there's going to be a foul whistled on Drake Mudd, his first. And up at the free throw line will be Mason Moore, who made the shot and will get the extra one. Substitutions for Illini West. Checking in number 24, Andrew Long, into the ball game. As I say, folks, going to apologize. A little bit of camera troubles, but we'll get there. And the shot off no good. Rebound pulled down by the Chargers. They'll come back the other way. As walking it out is Long. Long holds. Cross courts it to Robertson. Robertson waits with it. Swings it back around, back to Robertson. Looking at Bergman, can't find him. Now comes out top for Benzinger. Benzinger going to get the pass from Dietrich. He'll put up 10-footer. Got it. Benzinger puts it up in the outside corner, able to get it and good. 12-10, a 2-point lead for West Prairie. As coming with it, Cordell. Cordell to Hilton. Hilton driving in, looking for trouble, looking for help. Out to Cordell. Cordell to Laughlin. Laughlin holds. Gonna dribble. Fires it over to Cordell. Cordell gonna bring it down. And bounces in the lane. Working with it is Hunt. And Hunt stepped on the inbounds. Hunt into the ball game for West Prairie. Clayton Hunt. Lost it out of bounds. And again, we're sorry we're audio only. We are working on it. 12-10 lead now for the Cyclones of West Prairie. 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Colby Robertson kicks it out for Long. Over for down for Long as he made the big cut. It hit Bergman right into his hands. Put it up and in on the miss. And Bergman's 6th point of the first quarter ties us up at 12. 27 seconds left to go here in this first quarter as Laughlin got to dribble it down, holds, looks, comes back for Hilton. He'll try to step into a three. It was good, but traveled as he went to do it. Shuffled those feet. And that will bring it back to the Chargers with 18.8 seconds left to go first quarter. They'll bring it to Robertson. Robertson out there for Long. Long cross courts it to Robertson. Robertson bouncing down in the lane. Shot on the way, no good by Benzinger. Bergman tipped it and then scooped back in. 2 seconds, shot up, no good. And the rebound chased down outside. That will be the end of the first quarter of play. A 12-12 tie between the two teams right here on TSSR Live. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for their locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. Getting ready to head to the second quarter of play. The Chargers fighting their way back in, or if they got down by 4 there early. And let's take a check of leading scorers in the contest. As leading scorers tonight, I know Bergman with 6 to lead the way. 8 in the game for Denver Mitchell, 2 each for Laughlin Moore. as well. And then also Drake Mudd with 2, Ian Benzinger with 2, 2 in the game for Aiden Moore for the Illini West Chargers. Laughlin going to bring it inbounds. He'll bring it in to Barkley, joined by Powell, Mitchell, and Braden to counter in the game. To Barkley, to Laughlin, out top Mitchell. Gives a look at Powell. Going to go on the drive now, looking to go into the lane, and fires it through the hands of Laughlin, out of bounds. That'll turn it over to Illini West. And now they're going to put on pressure here in the backcourt. They'll lob it for Dietrich. Dietrich got to bring it up this far side of the court. In the lane to Mudd. Mudd drives in. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around. And he'll corral it. Bring it back out of there. They work it back to him from Dietrich. His shot is no good. And the rebound, Powell had it for a moment. And they're actually going to say it went out of bounds off of him. 12-12 tie. 7:31 mark of this second quarter. Bergman with it to Mudd. Mudd swinging over to Dietrich. Dietrich going to wheel in the lane, found a nice open spot, and he'll be found by Mitchell from behind. That'll be his first, and on the team that'll be their second. Up at the free throw line will be Nolan Dietrich. Trying to break a 12-12 tie here. First one on the way, and no good. A little hard off the back of the iron. And ready's the second one. Up and on the way. It is good. So made 1 of 2. It makes it a 13-12 Illini West lead. Mitchell breaking pressure, and he'll be fouled from behind by Jarek Lemaire. That is his first and the third on the Illini West team. So it'll be Cyclone ball just past half court. They'll do it there. They'll do it there at half court. And again, I'll apologize. We hope the loss of picture not affecting your quality too much. We're trying, folks. Laughlin going to work it up. Out to Powell. Powell over for DeCounter. DeCounter to Mitchell. Mitchell holds, put up a long 3 short. Rebound tipped around. Mudd had it for a second, and now they'll bring it up. Out right in the lane goes Aiden Moore, puts it up and puts it in. After they chase down the rebound, and we've got a timeout called on the floor. We'll step aside for just a moment. You are listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Seems to be staying. All right, well, folks, we think, well, just when we think you got it, then something like that happened. But anyway, 6:57 left to go here. We'll just have to dust off the old radio play-by-play guy. As Mitchell going to bring it inbounds to Laughlin, chased by Mudd, double teamed, and they're going to whistle Moore for the personal foul. His first, team fourth, and that will bring it back to the Cyclones, down 15-12 here in the second quarter of play. Robertson going to check in. Moore going to take a seat on the bench for Coach Tim Lafferty. And now Laughlin going to check out, and Cole Cordell in. Coming off the floor a little gingerly. Mitchell into Cole Cordell. Cordell dribbles, fires it over to Barkley. Barkley out for Braden to counter, loops it down. Nice pass to Cordell. Shot on the way. Good. Cole Cordell puts it in for the Cyclones, makes it 15-14. Back will come Dietrich with it. Dietrich over 4. Robertson down for Mudd. Mudd going to bring it out for Robertson. Looking at Bergman. Had the lob there. Bounces back for Mudd. Mudd squares himself. Puts up shot. No good. Rebound snapped up by Powell. And he'll bring it out of there. But stolen right back by Mudd, who puts it up and puts it in. 17-14 lead Illini West. The pressure getting to the Cyclones. To counter with it. Out to Mitchell. As Mitchell works, nobody picked him up. Wide open three is good. Tim Lafferty not happy. Mitchell's third three of the first half. 11 points in the ball game now for Denver Mitchell. 17-17 tie. Bergman going to bring it out to Lemaire over to Robertson. Robertson works with it. Over to Dietrich. Dietrich jumped at by to counter. Out to Robertson. Robertson over for Lemaire. Lemaire holds, now whips it across. Dietrich with it. Looks it back to Robertson. He fakes. And watch how they're sliding alongside. Dietrich going to put the three up. Mudd right there for the rebound. Scoops it up and puts it up and in. Or actually misses it. Rebound pulled out of there, but nice save by Robertson, who puts it up and gets it over to Lemaire, who puts it up and in. Dietrich with another steal, puts it up, has it blocked by Mitchell. Back will come the Cyclones, looping up to the counter in the lane against Bergman. Blocked from behind. Fight for it on the floor. Bergman's got it out there, stolen away by Cordell. Over to Barkley. And coach is saying, slow down, relax, slow down, relax. Mitchell works it now, comes over for Cordell. Cordell dribbles a little, bounces, and works it back. They'll come to the counter, holds it above his head. Down in the lane for Barkley, puts it up and on the way and good. Beauty of a pass down there by Braden to counter, and we have a 19-19 tie now. 4:20, clock rolling here in the second quarter, holding on to it. Is Lemaire over to Mudd. Mudd out to Lemaire. They have Dietrich wide open on the backside to Bergman in the corner. Out to Robertson, over for Dietrich, back to Robertson. Robertson back to Mudd, working patiently here. Now on to Bergman. Beauty of a pass made. Great position. Puts it up and puts it in. He's got 8 in the ball game. 21-19 lead here for Illini West. Mitchell tried to get it out to Cordell. And they're going to whistle Mudd for the blow-by. His second, 5th on the team here. 3:56 left before halftime. And we're going to take a timeout here. Be back in just a moment. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And now we're back here. Hopefully a little change of Chargers, pun intended, as it's still having a little trouble here. Going to apologize for that because right now, folks, we are audio only. Doing our best here to keep it going. If we can, we'll try here. But like I said, we'll try to do the audio only as well. Laughlin working it up. Goes over to Mitchell. Mitchell waits, looks, out to Andrew Hunt into the ball game. Clayton Hunt in there as well, as Mitchell has it down in the corner. Swings it in the lane, spinning with it. Laughlin puts it up, no good. Rebound tapped around, and Clayton Hunt out of there with it. To Hilton. Hilton looking for Laughlin. It is no good, and the rebound snapped up there by Lemaire. Lemaire with a defensive rebound, goes back the other way. Clayton Hunt going to grab the rebound, but lost it off his hand and out of bounds. And that's what happens when you don't silence your phone during the broadcast. checking in for the Chargers. They have on the floor currently Andrew Long, Drake Mudd. We'll get the other one just a second. Dietrich tried to bounce down in the lane, stolen away by Xavier Hilton. Up to Mitchell. Mitchell wide open three again. It hits good. His fourth three of this first half of play. 22-21, a 1-point lead now for West Prairie. Colby Robertson working it out for Long down in the corner for Mudd. Mudd holds on with it. Swings it out of there in the hands of Robertson. He'll go down the lane over to Dietrich. Dietrich out for Long, and a hard fall on the floor by Laughlin over to Robertson. He'll put up a three over Hunt. Banks it in. Bank is open and makes it 24-22. Illini West by 2. Steal by Robertson. He'll go up, put it up, and put it in. Mitchell working with 2.5 left, fires it right into the hands of Mudd. The turnover brings it back over to Illini West. Robertson no good. Rebound skied high. Mudd with it. He'll put it up, miss it. Rebound put up on the inside by Reshoop. And couldn't get it, but he'll be fouled. 26-22 lead for Illini West. And again, I'll apologize here, folks. Having a little trouble audio-wise. Or not audio-wise, video-wise. Shoop. Free throw is good. 27-22. Powell going to come back in, as is Barkley. Hunt and Hunt will depart. Shoop at the free throw line. Readies with the second one. And it's good. 28-22 Illini West. Inbounds to Barkley, up to Powell. Powell tried to throw it up the court. Hilton had to gather it in. And he'll cross-court it to Mitchell. Mitchell, another three. No good. Rebound, Barkley with it. Missed the shot, but will get fouled. And that's going to put Barkley up to the free throw line. Foul is on Nolan Dietrich. That is his first, 6th on the team. Barkley steps to the line. Free throw is good. He'll ready the second one. Puts it up and on the way. It is no good on the rebound. Dietrich had it. Got it over to Shoot. And out of there they'll come with it. Robertson quickly up the court. In the lane, he'll work it for Mudd. Mudd spins. Nice fake. Got everybody away from him. Shot in the lane. Going to go off of Shoop out of bounds and going to come back to the Cyclones. Laughlin brings it in. 1:55 left to go here in this first half. 28-23 lead now for Illini West. The inbounds to Powell went off his hands and out of bounds. Turns it back over to Illini West. 28-23, minute 50. Inbounds to Shoop. Shoop over to Mudd. Down it comes for Dietrich. His shot is no good. Mitchell had the rebound, nearly fell, threw it away. Mudd picks it up and can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Hilton. Hilton grabs the board to Powell, up to Barkley. He'll shoot, shot no good. Rebound Long had it and is attacked in there trying to get away from Hilton. We've got a jump ball possession arrow. We'll send it over to Illini West. Mason Moore will check back in for the Cyclones. Xavier Hilton will check in for the Chargers. As bringing it up, Nolan Dietrich, 28-23, 5-point lead. Minute 20 left in this first half. Robertson to Mudd. Mudd, they bounce back to Bergman. Bergman holds, comes over to Dietrich. Dietrich, now they swing it back to Mudd. Lobs in for Bergman. Moore tried to pick it away, tipped it, and out of there with it comes Moore. Nice job by him to get the steal. And we've got a reach-in foul on the Chargers. And so that'll be a foul on Robertson. That is the 7th on the team. So Carter Powell will step up to the free throw line. yet to score in the ball game. He is 0 of 2 from the free throw stripe. Free throw number 1 is no good, or the lone free throw, no good. And the rebound scooped up there by the Chargers. Coming quick into the front court is Lemaire. Out to Robertson. He thought 3, pulls it down. Over to Mudd, slides right through the defense. Soft like butter, just came through there. And now makes it 30-23. 7-point lead, Illini West. Mitchell in the lane, challenges Bergman, missed it. Powell had the rebound for a second. Mudd took it away. Now brings it up. 38 seconds left. Dietrich working up the court, had it tipped, and it'll stay with Illini West. 35 seconds left to go here. Inbounds, lobbed out to Bergman. Bergman chases it. Comes over to Dietrich. Dietrich waits to Robertson. He'll put up the near side 3, a little long, and the rebound pulled down by Dietrich. Dietrich Wade lost the handle on the basketball, and out of there with it comes the Cyclones. It is Laughlin who lays it up and lays it in. His 4th point of the first half, 30-25. The Illini West lead, 10 seconds left. They'll work it for 1 here. To Lemaire, to Robertson, over to Dietrich. Dietrich looking for Mudd in the corner. Nope. To Robertson with 3, with 2. Lemaire to Dietrich, bobbled it, and didn't get a shot off at the half. It is 30-25. The lead for Illini West. Here at the half, we're going to take a timeout. Stop off for some commercial messages. Be back in just a couple moments right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. You didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
Okay, well, welcome back here. I guess you get to see how much our battery is charged. It's one of those funny things that happen, folks. At least we do have the video. And again, our apologies for how things are going tonight. A maiden voyage. You know how equipment does, folks, unfortunately. Let's give you the halftime stats for you. As scoring quarter by quarter, it was 12-12 at the end of the first quarter of play, and then it jumped out. The Chargers outscored West Prairie 18-13 in the second quarter, 14 in the game. Leads everyone from Denver Mitchell, 3 in the game. Ashton Barkley, he's 1-1 from the free throw line. Jensen Laughlin with 4, 2 for Cole Cordell, 2 for Mason Moore in the ballgame as a team. They are 1 of 5 from the free throw line. For the Chargers, led in scoring with 8 apiece from Drake Mudd and again in Bergman. 5 in the game for Colby Robertson, 4 for Aiden Moore, 1 for Nolan Dietrich, and 2 apiece for Reese Shoup and Ian Benzinger. It is Bergman, Dietrich, Lemaire, Moore, and Mudd on the floor for the Chargers. For the Cyclones, it is Barkley, Laughlin, Mitchell, Powell, and Moore. And again, thank you for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live. As live as we can be. As we go along here. And again, welcome on. Apologize for the technical difficulties. At least we had audio. As Laughlin going to dribble it across half court. Chargers once again man on man over to Powell. Powell gives a look, bounces for Laughlin, waits, try to throw it in the lane, and Mudd says none of that. Did a nice job sliding in front of him, knocking it out as Mitchell will trigger it in. Mitchell looks for Laughlin, holds, comes up to Barkley. Barkley bouncing down for Mitchell. They're going to jump at him with those 14 points in that first half. We'll dribble, lob it down for Laughlin, just a little too far over his head, and the turnover brings it back over for Illini West. They'll quickly handle it up to Dietrich. Dietrich, offensive rebound by Mudd, and he'll travel before he'll put it up. And that is his 5th rebound so far here in the ballgame. 7.5-minute mark of this third quarter of play. Inbounds comes, and it is stolen away by Moore. Up to Lemaire, missed the shot, and Mason Moore pulls it down. Here come the Chargers on the run, or the Cyclones on the run. 10 for Mitchell. Tough shot. Put it up and in and makes it 16 points for him in the ballgame. Cuts the lead to 30-27. Back come the Chargers. Mudd has it nearly taken away. Out to Dietrich. 3 is up. No good. And Laughlin will snag the board as they go back the other way. Mitchell dribbling up. Fires it down to Laughlin. He'll put it up and get it to roll. Nice job climbing among the tall trees. And he's able to put it up and in. 30-29 lead for Illini West as the Cyclones try to work their way back in. 6.5 left. Cross court to Dietrich. Wide open near side 3. Rattles in and good. Dietrich able to round that one home. Big shot by the Chargers. Makes it 33-29. 4-point advantage now. As Mitchell comes back out to Powell. Watches Laughlin go through. Watches Moore go through. Gives it to Barkley. Barkley will look it up. And now Mitchell will toe up another 3. No good. And it hit the wire up top. So that will bring it back over to the Chargers. 33-29, 6:14 left to go in the third quarter as Dietrich begins to walk it up. Dietrich comes over to Lemaire, has his pass tapped in the air, and Mudd pulls it down, nearly lost it. And then it tipped out of bounds, tipped by Barkley. Laughlin will come in, Laughlin will go out, and Xavier Hilton will come in. As inbounds will bring it, Dietrich for Bergman, had it go right through his hands, scooped it back up, and then we've got a foul on Hilton there in the lane. That is his second, first on the team here in this second half of play. As Dietrich will look to trigger. In it comes for Bergman. Bergman works it out to Lemaire. Lemaire over 4 more. His shot, no good. Rebound bounces right to Dietrich. And flips it into Mudd. Mudd going up, and he's climbed high. Moore and Barkley will give the personals. And that's going to put Drake Mudd up to the free throw line. It is going to be Mason Moore with the foul. And Drake Mudd up to the free throw line. Ready to shoot 2. Ready to put it up and on the way. It is no good. And Bergman will go back. Lemaire will come up as they will slap on pressure. Mudd sets himself at the line again. Free throw, no good as it bounces out. And pulling it down is Xavier Hilton. He'll bring the defensive rebound down over to Mitchell. Mitchell looking to dribble past half court, looking to drive in the lane, has his pocket picked. Now back the other way comes Illini West. Moore right to lane, no good. Rebound Bergman, he can't get it to go. Mudd down with the board, falls to the floor, and we've got a tie up down there. It is going to be Charger basketball. Charger basketball. Dietrich will trigger it in. Dietrich waits, fires it into Bergman, and Bergman puts it up and puts it in. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell holds, waits. Going out to Barkley. Barkley nearly turned it over, now does. And a little wild end-to-end play here going on right now as Dietrich works it. Drives in the lane, lost the handle. Spins it out to Mudd. Mudd, and a lot of grabby gotchas going on here in this third quarter. 35-29, 6-point advantage now for Illini West. 5:02 left to go here in the third, and it is Dietrich. And actually wholesale subs, Colby Robertson and Shoup come in for Illini West. Hunt and Laughlin back in as Barkley and Powell go out. And now Dietrich will bring it in bounds. Into Shoup, back to Dietrich in the near corner. They work it out for Lemaire, a little shake and bake, and he'll hand it off to Dietrich. Dietrich over to Robertson. Robertson backs it on out of there, over to Shoup. Shoup in the lane for Dietrich, loops it in and good. Expands the Charger lead to 37-29. The Cyclones coming back the other way. Hilton gives a look, waits, dribbles on the baseline, dumps it to Clayton Hunt. He'll put it up and in. Beauty of a pass by Xavier Hilton, and it makes it 37-31, 6-point lead for Illini West. 4:20 clock rolling here in the third quarter of play. As Robertson goes back to work, lobs it cross court for Dietrich. Far side three on the way, good. His second three makes it 40-31, the lead of 9 is their largest. Clayton Hunt with it at half court, whips it up to Xavier Hilton in the lane. He is fouled by Robertson. That's his second. And we'll put Xavier Hilton up to the free throw line for the West Prairie Cyclones. And again, folks, we will apologize for the loss of video. Try to give you the best play-by-play I can. As I said, I'm a 25-year radio man. I can do that. 40-31 lead here for Illini West. 4 minutes left in the third. Let's take this time out on TSSR Live. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events. Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer these Spartans on to victory. The turnovers have really been the bugaboos for the Cyclones so far, as yeah. And yes, I'm getting text messages too, folks. And again, I will apologize. The best, trying to do our best here as we kind of figure this out. We got equipment spread all over the place. Sometimes this is what happens. You have little whoopsies. Hopefully we'll have the camera fully charged for the varsity game, and we'll bring that to you with sound and/or picture. And again, I'll try to spin it as best as I can. 40-31, a 9-point lead now for the Illini West Chargers. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. As Xavier Hilton ready to put it on the way. Free throw's good. His first points on the evening, 40-32, a lead of 8. As back again will come Hilton. He'll ready to put it up for number 2. Second one, no good, and the rebound pulled down there by Dietrich. Back comes Robertson with it across the half-court stripe as he'll hold and run with it. Gives it over for Mudd. Mudd waits, looks, holds, dribbling out there on Clayton Hunt. Bounce pass in the middle for Robertson, trying to look for Dietrich. Nice cut across the lane, 7-foot jumper is good. Makes it 42-32, 10-point advantage. Inbounds to Laughlin, nearly had it raked away. In a hurry up the court, bouncing for Mitchell, past him and out of bounds. Just a little bit too fast on the throttle there as they turned it over. 42-32, 10-point advantage here, 3:27 left to go. And bring it inbounds will be Long. Long will trigger for Illini West. Bergman is back in the ball game. Robertson chases it up the court here. The lead is 10 for Illini West. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Over to Mudd. Mudd waits and holds to counter on him, man on the near side. Bounce into Bergman behind Hunt and put it up and in. Able to drop it in for Bergman's 10th point. First guy into double figures for the Chargers. Cordell up with it, threw it past to counter, and now back comes Illini West. They've expanded their lead to 12 at 44-32. Pass is taken away. Dietrich a little high with it. Robertson, a pick back on Laughlin. Now Mudd dribbles, holds, and stolen again by Laughlin. Here comes Laughlin on the run, in the lane, shot no good. And Dietrich or Robertson are going to commit the personal here with 2:44 left to go here in the third. And the foul again is going to be given to Nolan Dietrich. That is his second on the team. 2:44 left to go here in the third. A 44-32 lead now for Illini West. And Laughlin's free throw is good. Powell going to check in. Clayton Hunt goes out for West Prairie. As Laughlin's going to try to draw it down to a 10-point deficit. Second one, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Bergman. Bergman's snared quite a few. He's picked up 5 rebounds in the game. Back come the Chargers. Mudd over for Dietrich. Dietrich holds, dribbles down to the near side. Tries to lob into Mudd. Mudd spinning and has it knocked away, pulled away by the counter. Mitchell trying to get out of there with it. Trapped in the backcourt. Fires to Cordell. Cordell up the court to Powell. Powell for DeCounter. DeCounter out for Mitchell. Mitchell 3 on the way. Got it! 15 points on threes. 5 threes in the game, 19 total. Mitchell 44-36. The lead down to 8. Mudd with it, holds and waits, up for Dietrich. Dietrich swings it for Long. Long in the lane for Bergman. He'll put it up, miss it, rebound fought for, and Robertson comes out of there with it. Robertson going to be bumped and fouled by Cole Cordell. Cordell is going to pick up the personal foul. That is his first, team third, second half, as Barkley will check in now for West Prairie. Denver Mitchell going to go out. He has had a whale of a ball game, 19 points so far. Dietrich gives a look, looking in lane, finds Bergman. Bergman had to go through his hands. Scooped up and got it off to Long, no good. Mudd the rebound, he'll put it up, and Barkley will give the personal. And Mudd will go up to the free throw line. He is 0 of 2 so far in the game. Minute 38 left to go here, third quarter, a 44-36 advantage for the Chargers. As Mudd will try to knock it back up to 10, as he'll loop it on the way, no good. Mudd sets himself again. Ready, free throw on the way, it is good. Got a little friendly roll, dropped in. 45-36, Chargers apply pressure. Laughlin up to Cordell, and Cordell dribbles it down the far side. Mudd says, thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Actually, then he lost it out of bounds. So one of those turnover steal. It is checking in is Lemaire, Shoop, actually not Shoop, that is Benzinger. And more for Illini West. They lead by 9. Inbounds to Barkley. Up for Cordell. Cordell drives down the lane, shoots shot, a little hard off the rim, and Gannon Bergman scoops it up. Minute 18, clock rolling here in the third quarter as the Chargers coming back to work. Robertson swings it over to Lemaire. Lemaire out to Bergman. Bergman over to Moore. Watching a cutting Lemaire in the lane, puts it on the deck a couple times to Benzinger, who whips it out to Robertson. Robertson fires it over for Long, kicking over for Bergman. Bergman had to gather it in and dribble. He'll work on Powell near side to Long, and I believe Barkley going to be whistled for the personal. That is his second, 5th on the West Prairie team. And now Xavier Hilton will check in for the Cyclones. Laughlin will go out for the silver and black. Robertson ready to tow it in. And everybody spread out along the baseline now. Robertson waits and holds. Lob into Bergman. Bergman out to Long. Long in the lane. Up. And it fell down in there. Actually, that was Moore. Dribble into the lane. Comes up hobbling just a little bit as they stop play for just a minute. And now Dietrich's going to check back in. He's going to replace Moore for Illini West. Barkley ready to throw it in. Oh, almost, and did throw it over Hilton. Went out of bounds. And it'll be Charger basketball. The turnover on West Prairie gives it back over to Illini West. 41 seconds left to go here in the third. Inbounds, bounce down to Dietrich. He'll spot a 3, bounces long. Bergman had it, and then Barkley said, "Thank you very much." Took it away, and Ashton Barkley dribbles it up to Hilton. Hilton with a drive, puts up shot, won't go, rebound. Got his own rebound, goes to put it up, and will be fouled by Bergman. As Hilton going to go up to the free throw line. Had a nice offensive rebound. A good hustle in there for Xavier Hilton. And with 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter, a 45-36 lead. Illini West free throw is on the way, and it is good. Hill ready for the second one. Hilton spots it up. Free throw is good. 45-38. Out of there with it comes Dietrich. 20 seconds left. Chargers work for one. Double high post set. And now they bring it on the outside to Lemaire. Lemaire watches Dietrich cut through. Wanted him posting. Finds him popping out. Working on Xavier Hilton. 8 seconds. 7 to Robertson. 6 with 5. Dribbling out top. Dribbles toward the lane. Out for Lemaire. 3 is up. Off the mark. Bergman puts it up. Can't get it to go. And that's the end of the third quarter of play. With a score of 45-38, a 7-point advantage now for the Illini West Chargers as we head to the end of 3. Let's take this timeout right here on TSSR Live, presented by MDH.
All senior parents and players go to the hallway here in the office. Thank you.
The one that came with it is this.
The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed at over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. I'm going to take a step aside for just a moment, catch a drink. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And back to action we go. As bringing it up, it is Laughlin. Laughlin to Barkley. Barkley out for Powell. He is joined by Mitchell and Moore. Kind of a small ball lineup. Mitchell going to drive the lane. Scoop. Won't quite go over the lip of the rim. And Drake Mudd down with the rebound, fighting with a ton of Cyclones. And back will come Colby Robertson. He'll look to drive the lane. Bounce for Dietrich. Dietrich stops and travel. Actually, they're going to say jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Illini West Chargers. Again, if you're tuning in, hoping to see the game, it's really dark here in the gym. No, I don't mean to joke about it, folks. Having a little camera trouble here. Just hang with us. I'll try to illuminate the play-by-play as best I can. Dietrich fires it in over for Robertson. Robertson a fake. Nearly had it picked. Kicks to Dietrich on the pass. Looking at Mudd in the post. He can't find him. Now to the far side to Lemaire. Baseline to Bergman. He has Dietrich cutting through. Double teamed out to Lemaire. 16-footers no good. And the rebound, Moore able to scoop it out of there. And threw it up the court. Had it. And actually one official kind of overruling the other and saying ball was tipped. Originally said they turned it over. 7:12 left to go here in the game. A 45-38 lead for Illini West. Mitchell with the handle on it. He's got 19 in the ball game. Dribbles down, pulls up NBA length three. It is no good. The heat check, and Laughlin gets the board, shoots it, no good. Rebound, Drake Mudd finally down with it. And off he'll come out of there. Quickly up in the lane to Robertson. Got it. Yes, and it counts. And now he will step to the free throw line. And the foul is going to be whistled on Ashton Barkley. That is his third. Up to the free throw line will step Colby Robertson. And the free throw is no good. We've got a push foul on the rebound, and they're going to whistle that on Bergman. Bergman picks up his third, the fourth on the team. West Prairie has put the Chargers in the bonus. 6:51 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 47-38 lead now for Illini West for the Chargers. Powell with it. Tried to throw it in and has it taken away. Pulled out of there by Illini West, and out of with it comes Dietrich. Dietrich going to work out top now. Sets himself over for Mudd. Mudd gives a look, waits, bounces in for Bergman. Bergman spinning and is fouled. Nice move there. We'll see who got it, whether it was Moore or Powell. As Powell whistled for the personal foul first, and that'll put Gannon Bergman up to the free throw line. The Bergman name, synonymous with Carthage High School. Had three of them go through there. Bergman at the free throw line, puts it on the way. Line drive shot no good. Cole Cordell will check in for the Cyclones. As Mason Moore will go out. And now Bergman sets himself. Ready for the next one. Free throw is up. It is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Cole Cordell. Cordell, they'll hustle it up the court here, and Cordell has it picked away. Back with it comes Drake Mudd. Driving on Laughlin. Shot is good off glass and in. He's got 11 in the game. 49-38 Chargers. 6 minutes left to go in the game. Mitchell shoots shot no good. Bergman high for the board. Out to Mudd once again. Mudd on the run. Spins in the lane, and we've got a holding foul on Barkley. That is his fourth. And the size of the Chargers definitely starting to have a little bit of an effect on the Cyclones, as Drake Mudd will step up to the free throw line. Andrew Hunt will check in just a moment. Couple of dribbles. Free throw is up and no good. The Chargers struggling from the free throw line as Mudd, 1 of 5. And he'll set to try to make it a 12-point lead. Mudd Waits. Ready to put it up and on the way. It is no good, and the rebound pulled out of there by Laughlin. Chargers again with a chance to cut into this lead. It is 11, 5:45, clock rolling here in the ball game. Cordell looking to dribble on Robertson, bounces for Powell, and Gannon Bergman says, thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Whips it up to Dietrich, who puts it in and good, as makes it 51-38, a 13-point lead for the Illini West Chargers. Let's step aside for just a moment right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance. In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good.
And welcome back here, as again, apologize for not having video. We were hoping to have a camera to replace it by the varsity contest. 5.5 left to go here. I will again try to spin the picture for you as best I can. Cole Cordell to Laughlin. Man on man again by the Chargers. We'll give you the lineup check for you in just a second. Low 1-4 by the Cyclones. Cordell looking out top. Watches Laughlin go through to Powell. Couple of dribbles for Powell, and he'll give it to Mitchell. Mitchell on Dietrich now, looking to drive down the near side. Cut off there, out to Cordell. Puts it on the floor a couple times to Laughlin. Laughlin. Now for Mitchell. Mitchell lobbed in lane for Laughlin, and it turned out a little McCullough guy over here noticed a couple of happy steps in there, but the Chargers maintain it. Back will come Colby Robertson bouncing again, and Bergman, beauty of a feed, and Bergman just starting to really do damage. He's got 12 in the ball game. 53-38, a 15-point advantage here for Illini West. Cordell for Mitchell. Mitchell in the lane, has it taken away. Another turnover as Dietrich able to secure it. And the turnover starting to add up for West Prairie. They whip it quickly up to Mudd. He traveled as he went to go in the lane. A little ragged play going on as well. Xavier Hilton and Clayton Hunt check in for the Chargers, or for the Cyclones rather. Laughlin checking out, and we're going to have the midway point timeout here in this fourth quarter of play. 53-38, a 15-point lead now for Illini West. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live right here, presented by MDH. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And as we work here trying to get this one in the books, the JV game, there'll be another one here tomorrow night, as the Cyclones will be in action, he said as he turned the pages feverishly. It will be coming up on, actually, let's see, that is tonight. It is tomorrow night. It'll be Knoxville here at West Prairie High School at 6 p.m. Join us for the broadcast. Young Mr. Hunt or I, one of the two of us, will be here. Don't forget, girls basketball, actually, they are in action at Lewiston coming up on Thursday, and will be home for South Fulton next week. 53-38, a 15-point lead for Illini West. And if the Cyclones are going to make a run at it, they're going to have to do it in a hurry. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Mitchell up with it. Looking in the lane at Hunt, can get him out to Hilton. Hilton 17-footer is good. Xavier Hilton's first or second two, very timely as he makes it 53-40. Robertson across half court, looking to go near side, and hugged by Cordell. Gives it to Lemaire, up top for Bergman. The Chargers can be very patient here. They find a backdoor cut to Lemaire, missed it. Robertson the rebound, puts it up and in. How about that? Smallest guy on the court puts it up and puts it in and makes the lead 15, 55-40. Mitchell out top, looking for Andrew Hunt. He'll look to drive the baseline, threw it out, and Dietrich says, I'll take that. Drives in, shoots shot, no good. Rebound, Andrew Hunt has it tapped away, and now Mudd over to Bergman, puts it up and puts it in. He's got 14 now in the ball game. As back they'll come here, and Cyclones go to work. Mitchell out to Cole Cordell. Cordell, couple of bounces for Hilton. Hilton nearly had it picked away. Mitchell able to get it back. 57-40 Charger lead, 2:50 left to go. And again, the Chargers can afford to just play defense and make the Chargers or the Cyclones work for it. Mitchell in the lane, missed it. Rebound, Hilton taps it out back to Mitchell. He fakes, drives in again, loops it up. Got it, yes, and it counts. And is Bergman with his fourth personal foul. Up to the free throw line will step Denver Mitchell, as he's got 21 now of the Cyclones 42, and will try to make it 22. Free throw, no good, hard off the back of the rim, and a fight for the rebound. We've got a foul, and it's going to be whistled on Clayton Hunt. His second. Is the 9th on the team, or the 10th on the team. Denver Mitchell will check out. 57-42, 2:37 left to go in the game, as Shoop will check in for the Chargers. And we'll go to the other end and shoot a pair. I believe it will be Gannon Bergman at the free throw line. He is 0-2 so far in the evening, but has dropped home 14 points and really been kind of unstoppable on the inside here this evening. As Bergman ready. Free throw is up and off the back of the iron, no good. Mitchell going to check back in, replace Cordell, and Shoop. Actually, check that. Yes, it is. Shoop will replace Bergman in just a second. Bergman another couple bounces. Free throws on the way. A little too hard, no good. Rebound, though, in the hands of Drake Mudd. He'll be fouled. Chargers have just dominated, as that is the double-double for Drake Mudd. 10 rebounds in the ball game, and he'll step up to the free throw line. Andrew Hunt will commit the personal foul. Mudd to the free throw line. Puts it on the way. It is no good. He is now 1 of 7 from the free throw line. As Bergman will check out. The free throw line, the charity stripe, has not been very charitous toward the Chargers. And the second one will roll over the front iron and go in and good. 59-42, 17-point lead here for Illini West. 2.5 left to go in this ball game, as Mitchell will put it on the way. Missed the shot to counter. Hustles for it, but can't quite get it. Great hustle there by Braden to counter for the Cyclones. 2:20 left to go here in the ball game. A 59-42 lead for Illini West, as Dietrich walks it up again. Can afford to be patient, work for some things. Mudd with it, far side, watches Shoop cut through, gives down to Robertson. Robertson will hold over to Mudd. Mudd drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebound tipped, and Moore finally out with it to Dietrich. 3, good. His third 3 of the ball game, and a nice rebound in there by Moore, as he was able to tap it out and get it back to his teammate. Mitchell works it up, 61-42 lead for Illini West, and Mudd with another steal, dribbles it up, tried to get it, couldn't get it to go, and Dietrich says, got your back, partner. Puts it up and in for his 20th point. 63-42, 21-point lead. Out to Hunt. Hunt going to drive in the lane, goes to put it up. Andrew Hunt going to get fouled. As that foul will be whistled on Aiden Moore. That is his second, sixth on the team, and Andrew Hunt will step up to the free throw line. Hunt readies himself at the free throw line, trying to cut into a 21-point deficit here with about a minute and a half left. Free throw is no good, hard off the back of the iron. And a free throw shooting clinic has not been tonight. And checking in for the Cyclones tonight, Hudson Garbett, as Andrew Hunt will put it up and on the way. Free throw is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Mitchell. Mitchell looks to drive lane, puts it up, no good, and the officials seem to have eaten their whistles here. Minute 20, gotten a little rough on the inside. They pass it out for Benzinger, looks for Shoup, has it stolen away to counter on the drive, lobs it up the floor, stolen right back over there by the Chargers, and back the other way will come Illini West. Benzinger with it to Shoup in the near corner, far corner. Back out to Benzinger as he'll wait. Looked at Shoup in the post, no. Coming up top for Lemaire. Lemaire waits, 45 seconds left. They bring it in the lane, shot no good, and the rebound pulled down there by Braden to counter. Off to Denver, Mitchell. Mitchell looks to dribble it on the way, goes to put it up, can't get it to go, but he'll be fouled and be up at the free throw line for a couple. As we count down to 35 seconds left to go here in the game, and the foul as Long going to commit the personal foul as his first, seventh on the team. Free throw is up and good by Denver Mitchell. He's 1 of 2. Missed the second one. Rebound pulled down there by Shoup. Hands it off to Dietrich. And now to Robertson, and Robertson will bring it on the way. 25 seconds left to go here, as Robertson brings it over to Benzinger. Benzinger to Robertson. Robertson just counting it down, bounces it for Lemaire. He'll go in the lane. Out for Long. Shot is good. The long shot is good for Long. And we count down to 7 seconds left, and Robertson going to give a foul with 4.9, and that will give coaches gray hair. It is a very good thing that Coach Tim Lafferty has tons of gray hair, because that would have added another one. And now Mitchell will be up the free throw line. He scored 22 here in the ball game tonight. And we will have a camera for the varsity game. We'll look that up in a moment. Mitchell misses the free throw. Rebound picked up. And Braden to counter. Puts it up and in at the buzzer, as the Cyclones fall 65-45, a 20-point win for the Illini West Chargers here on TSSR Game Time Live. We are going to step aside for a little bit. Got to do a little bit of an equipment change. Be back for the senior night ceremony. That coming in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.